You got a week?
Good afternoon and welcome. We welcome you to Oklahoma State University, Okmulgee for this very exciting occasion. Today we are joined by many members of our advisory committee, representatives of WOSTEP, at least 2 members of our legislative delegation, our OSU System CEO and President, the Chair of the Board of Regents for Oklahoma State University and the A&M colleges, members of the media, and many of our special friends. We have one individual who is, however, unable to join us today, and that is our Chancellor of Higher Education for Oklahoma, Hans Brisch. He has asked that we kick this afternoon off and that I would read a letter from him to the audience. He begins, "Dear President Klobnisch, thank you for the invitation to attend the event honoring higher education's new partners on August 20th. Unfortunately, due to a prior engagement, I am unable to attend. But on behalf of the Oklahoma State Regents for Higher Education, I would like to extend my congratulations to you and the Oklahoma State University Okmulgee community on this important educational partnership. I wish to underscore the importance of this partnership as it fosters a unique and innovative international linkage between education and industry. Oklahoma State University Okmulgee campus is devoted exclusively to advanced technological education at the associate degree level, and it fulfills a niche in the Oklahoma system of higher education that no other institution addresses. The major strength of the academic programming on the Okmulgee campus is its relations with major worldwide corporations and employers. The sponsorship of the Watchmakers of Switzerland Training and Education Program, WOSTEP, with financial support from the Richmond Group, Switzerland and North America, Breitling, USA, and Audemars Piguet of Switzerland, is truly significant in Oklahoma and will bring recognition to our system throughout North America. I wish to extend my personal appreciation to all the executives from Switzerland who have traveled to Okmulgee, Oklahoma to participate in this historic event. I also wish to congratulate the Okmulgee campus for its vision and commitment to elevating the level of its watchmaking program to world-class quality. Students who complete the WOSTEP curriculum, pass the final WOSTEP examinations, and earn the Associate in Applied Science degree from OSU Okmulgee will have many job opportunities to practice as professional watch technical professionals throughout the world. Clearly, this partnership presents competitive educational advantages for our students and the industry. Again, congratulations and good luck on this important partnership. And it is signed Hans Brisch, Chancellor. And now, Dr. Bob Klobnisch, our President.
Thank you, Linda. On behalf of the students and faculty and staff, I also wish to welcome each of you to our campus today. As the Chancellor mentioned, a linchpin of our programming at this institution is our relationship with business and industry. I say the future of this institution is not marginally tied to linkages with business and industry, but they are absolutely critical to the future of this institution. OSU Okmulgee enrolled its first students in 1946. That will soon be 60 years ago. Watchmaking was one of the first programs of study that was offered here because of many veterans that were returning to Oklahoma from World War II. And I doubt if the creators of this institution and its early programs had a vision for what we would be doing today. But they did have a vision that resulted in a legacy that makes this day possible. None of us here today will know how this program will look in 10, 20, or 50 years from now. But we also have a vision, and we have a commitment. And that commitment is to extend that legacy that will allow those who follow to improve this program of study on a daily basis well into the future. A very important centerpiece relative to the extension of this program's legacy is the Swiss Watch Sponsorship Agreement. This agreement is historic and unprecedented in fostering cooperation and synergy in the luxury watch industry, and represents an outstanding opportunity to showcase an exemplary international programming effort to provide highly skilled watchmakers to a global workforce. Next, I would like to introduce the people that are here from WOSTEP, and in just a second have them come forward, have Anton come forward. But we have the director, the current director of WOSTEP, Anton Zemenin, and his wife, Josie Ann, who works as an administrator in the organization, and Martin Peters, who will become the executive director upon the retirement sometime later of Antoine. So let's give those three people a We do have a let me make sure I press the right button here. Did I get it, Jerry? Yes. It's not out. It is. No, that's not the one.
Yes, it
But the document camera, Jerry. Okay. The document's not there. Okay. I'm going to read this document so that, because I know you can't read it from there, but each individual as they come forward will sign it. But it says Swiss Watch Sponsorship Agreement. This historic Swiss Watch Sponsorship Agreement signed on August 20th, 2002 on the campus of Oklahoma State University, Okmulgee, Oklahoma. We subscribe to President Abraham Lincoln's pronouncement that education is the most important subject in which we as a people can be engaged. We hold our commitment to this be self-evident, unalterable, and everlasting. We therefore, the signatories of this document, mutually pledge to students, alumni, employers, and each other a legacy for the WOSTEP 3,000-hour watchmaking educational program at Oklahoma State University, Okmulgee, as world class. Now I'd like to have Anton Zemenin come up and make his presentation.
Thank you, Bob. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, if I take this liberty to say you dear friends, it's because I feel very home here in Okmulgee. It's not the first time I come. It's the first time I see the green on the trees and in the fields. Because every time I came, it was brownish and so on. It's also a wonderful time, a moment for us all over here to have this important moment. I remember the first time I came, The workshop was a little lousy. The teacher who didn't know what to do sometimes is the students, but today that whole picture has changed. The vision is going on and it's fantastic. Now, before going further on, with Okmulgee, I would like you to present our organization. Our organization has two main activities. One activity is the training in Switzerland and abroad of fully fledged watchmakers to give them proper follow-up education. And that means by special session for watchmakers, that means short and long courses, complicated course, etc. We have also a course on full training. We have courses for the partnership schools, that means teachers. For salespeople, that means product knowledge. And we have also very specialized, now even introduced on secrets for on the bench. You know, watchmakers are a very funny crowd. They keep everything for themselves, and we try to bring these secrets that are very important to the next generations. Now, how all this can happen is that WOSTEP is an independent organization that is financed and technically supported by watch companies. There are over 100. That means brands that are interested in education and servicing their product. We have members also, they are from allied trades, that means case makers, dial makers, hand makers, etc. We have also members as producers of complicated watches. We have also Swiss and foreign retailers, watch associations. I'm thinking specifically here about American Watch Institute in Harrison, Cincinnati. And we have also, and this is absolutely essential, to be a good watchmaker, you don't need only a good brain and good hands, but you need also good tools. And we have members that are companies, they are doing some of the tools for our profession. The aim of this institute, that is now over 30 years old, it was created in 1966, is to educate and to bring the best education possible to the new generations and also for the working forces of today all over the world. I would like now to talk, that is now one of the main activity, and the second main activity, this is what concerns today, is the partnership with watchmaking schools. Now, we have seen these computers. Okay, thank you. Now, you have to know that we have made a survey several years ago where we have found out that there is a need of watchmakers that will be necessary in the year 2000. This 2000 is now over by 2 years. We found out that there were, for example, in the United States, 40 watchmaking schools. Today there are left only more 8 or 9. And that situation is not improving. And then in 1991, it was decided to go on and find a solution to train qualified people. And today, in that survey, for example, we made also a survey a little bit later on in 1998, where we discovered something about United States. In United States, we have 6,000 watchmakers registered with the receiver of revenue. I think this is quite a serious information. I'm sure you will not doubt about this. But we find out also in that survey that soon there will be retiring some watchmakers because of pension, old age, etc. And we find out that there will be about 30% retiring in the next few years. And that means here are the 1,500 watchmakers they are going to miss in this country. Today we have 6,000. Tomorrow we will have only more, and today that means actually we could say this figure now is no more 6,000. We need more watchmakers. So it's a challenge. And how can we answer to that challenge is with better education and having some schools that will have that better education. So that means we will have to train 500 watchmakers every year. We took a figure for 3 years. We are actually over it. And we are not training today 500 watchmakers. Now, that is for the United States. Worldwide, we have, since a few years, from the so many schools that were existing, there were about 130, 150 schools all over the world. We enter now partnership with different schools. Of course, Okmulgee is on it. We have Lititz in Pennsylvania and Seattle in Washington State. These are the 3 schools that are in the partnership with WOSTEP. We have also in Europe, Finland, Sweden, that is in Northern Europe, then Manchester in England, and Belgium. Then we have 3 schools in Germany. This is also a very interesting situation where we have 2 schools in Glashütte, that was in the former Eastern German territories, where Glashütte has been historically a very important center for watchmaking. And today there are 2 schools under partnership with us. And that shows you, because Glashütte today is doing a quality product, and I may say also that some of the companies are even belonging to the Swiss groups or companies. So in Germany, 3 schools. In France, we have 4 schools. What is very interesting too, just a few weeks ago, a new school opened, organized by the Chamber of Commerce and the region of Brittany, and that is actually sponsored by WOSTEP, and by the region of Brittany. This is for Europe. In Tokyo, we have a private school, Iko Izuno, and in a few months, it's going to open another school in Tokyo. You will tell me, yeah, why 2 schools in the same city? May I just remind you, Tokyo has 16 million inhabitants and 40 million in the suburbs. So it's nearly it's more as a country. And we have another school in partnership with the University of Shanghai and another company, a Swiss company that is sponsoring it. It is Omega. Now, let's go back to United States. Seattle and Lititz are actually sponsored by Rolex company. Seattle was the first one. It is about now 2 years. It started last year. Then we have Okmulgee, and in Okmulgee we have the sponsorship of 3 high-class, high-grade brands: Audemars Piguet, Breitling, and the Richemont Group. I will come back to these 3 companies on a later stage. Now, what are we offering in this partnership? We offer first methodical guide. That means the whole curriculum that has been built in Switzerland by experts with the cooperation with WOSTEP, the experts coming from watchmaking schools in Switzerland and watch companies. Then we are organizing kits for practical work. That means movements, watches, parts, or parts of a movement of a watch that will help to facilitate the teaching. Enlarged models. We are providing also watches and movements for training. We provide advice and visits, which is actually also what we're doing momently here in Okmulgee. We have courses for teachers. There I would like to say that Witt and Stan McMahon came to Switzerland for specific training, how to teach watchmaking. You know, watchmaking is a very special field. We must never forget that we have in a radius of about 1 inch, that's the radius of a watch, you can have between 80 and 400 parts in that volume and surface. All that must be taught, but today we are lucky, we have electronic, we have many facilities, audio facilities to do that. We are also involved, and this is probably the most important side, is the finalization of the quality of the courses and the schools, is intermediate examinations and final examination certification. Now, what is about the intermediate examinations is there are 5 steps. The 2 first one is micromechanic, and then of course we go in the watch as such. To be able to go to the final exam, every student must pass through these 5 and he is allowed to fail only 1. And in any case to keep the average, that is the standard of 66% for our profession. Then we have the final examination, that's including watch technology theory of 2.5 hours, the practice for 16 hours in which every candidate has to be able and mastering a chronograph, an automatic watch and an electronic watch, and of course in the wrist size. Now, we are coming to the Swiss watch sponsorship. The Swiss watch sponsorship has also its history. And I like to mention that about 1 year ago, we received from Okmulgee, from Bob Klavenes and Anita Atkins, a report that they will have more students. But to have more students, they have to increase to have a different budget, but they cannot do it. And we straight away in WOSTEP, in Switzerland, we were thinking, oh, that is fantastic. We must do something, we must help them. And we took contact with 3 companies to find a solution. And I must say it was quite easy because their report was a professional report where they gave all the details of what was the need in figures and in equipment, etc. And that made my job very easy to go and see these companies that I knew they were interested to help us fully. So this is a fantastic partnership, a fantastic way of working, and I see it in a sponsorship in a triangular way. You have on one side students, that is our future of the profession. You have on the other side the producers, that means people, companies doing these wonderful watches. And then on the third side, education that comes from WOSTEP. And that triangle, you know, a triangle is very easy in a circle. So we have here, in a nutshell, something that is unique. It is unique even for the world. It is not unique with one or other company. We have the example with Rolex and Omega. But here it's unique because we have 3 companies that are coming here together. And you know, we must say it, it's a fact, it's a reality. In the market, they are fighting each other. And here, they are helping for education, for a wonderful profession. And this, I think, is fantastic. So, if you don't mind, I'm going to sign. Now, I would like to present you each brand that is going to be in this sponsorship. We have first Audemars Piguet. If I take him first, it's because of alphabetical reasons. So, as I'm a neutral person, I will not be in trouble on that side. Audemars Piguet is a company that is 127 years old. It's a company that is still in the hands of the family Audemars. But what is very interesting is they have all the time looked in quality, and they are very big specialists in high-grade technical watches. Also, of course, in complications. I'm not going to mention everything, it's not possible. But I just would like to mention they were the very first one to introduce on a wristwatch a tourbillon watch. Their big specialty is flat movements. And I can tell you, more flat you get, more trouble you have. I'm talking technically. So this is Audemars Piguet. I would like also to say, and that's the future, they have monthly very strong developments on all sides. They just opened our service center in Florida. they have a plan to open a shop in New York. I think that is very important. And of course, the headquarters, the factory, is in the Vallée de Joux, in Le Brassus. For some of you, doesn't mean nothing, but for us as watchmakers, this is the hub of quality. This is the hub of the whole history of the Swiss watch industry that happened in this little valley of about 7,000 people that are doing fantastic watches. So may I ask now Mr. Vincent on behalf of Audemars Piguet, he is signing the agreement. Thank you too. Coming to the second company, it is Breitling. Again, there you have a company that is 118 years old. It is family owned. They are independent. You know, there's no more many companies, watch companies, that are independent, but they are really. They have two plants, one in Grenchen, that's on the Swiss-German part, and now a very modern one in La Chaux-de-Fonds, that is one of the town, the city center of watchmaking. What is very interesting about them, and this is, I think, what can bring a lot of professionalism and expecting positions for further students, is that their production is 100% on the chronometry certification. That means high quality. You have also to know that their production is 50% of chronographs. And about this certification, chronometry certification, it is the only factory that they are doing their 100% production of certification. And they have also set up a certification service for the servicing centers that is on the world. That means the certification to be appointed as a certified service center, they can be reviewed every year. So this is something that I think is very important when this company is looking in quality. And it is, of course, for them necessary, also necessary to have a good, qualified, educated watchmaker. May I call in behalf of Breitling to come over Mr. François Girardet. Mr. François Girardet came especially from Switzerland to sign that agreement, and he's in charge of the after-sales service, customer service for Breitling company. And he was for many years in the United States, so he knows this country very well. I come now to the third. It's no more a company, it's a group. It's something quite different from the two others. But it's one of the strongest leading luxury group in the world, and I name Richemont Group. They are doing not only watches, they are doing lighters, leatherware, and luxury products. But it's important to mention that this group, one of the strongest, has as brand as Cartier, Piaget, Baume & Mercier, Panerai, Montblanc, Jaeger-LeCoultre, IWC, and Lang & Söhne in Grasse. You see, watchmaking is a very small family. And then, of course, now also Daniel. This group is also very important to our profession because they have to look after these brands, they have to organize the customer service, and they need also high-grade, high-qualified people. And they have an extreme strong commitment to service and to customer relations. The representative of that group today is William Kempen, that is based, I don't know more if you are in Dallas or in New York.
Between the two.
No, that's okay. May I ask you please to come over and to sign. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for the agreement. And I have no other words to say. I just want to say a few words to the students and future students that are here. You have chosen a wonderful profession. It's a difficult profession. You will have to fight for it, but that's okay. It brings you a challenge. This profession is very interesting because it's all the time developing new technologies and so on. So don't think when you will come out of this school, you will be the best. You will have to learn all the time. And for that, there are existing some organizations that can help you. It is AWI and WOSTEP. And I wish you all the best. Good luck. Thank you.
Our next presentation will be by Anita Gordy-Watkins, our Division Chair for Engineering Technologies.
I think we would all agree that Antoine has a way with words, but certainly he also has a way with people. He has a way with students, as we observed yesterday when he was with us at the advisory committee meeting. I think at this point I'd like to go with the words of Lisa Roberts, who is with us today and yesterday. Lisa is a prospective student, and the words that Lisa had to Antoine was, on behalf of all of the watchmaking students and faculty, it is indeed a significant honor. Antoine, Josiane, and Martin, we appreciate you being here today. Without your dedication, vision and leadership and commitment to worldwide standards, not just within our nation, but worldwide, this day would not be possible. The contribution that WOSTEP has made to watchmaking is unequaled. The participation of Audemars Piguet, Breitling, and the Richemont Group in this agreement provides the support that will truly allow us to become world-class. Your support allows us to go from a one-instructor program with a small number of students to a three-instructor program with a projected enrollment of 32 to 36 students. The overall support of a newly constituted industry advisory committee over the past 2 years is extremely gratifying. These people meet with us at least twice a year for 2-day sessions. They help us to extend the program's purpose and clearly articulate the vision, as well as providing significant support, as is witnessed here today. In closing, I want to express my deep appreciation to our students and our faculty for their contributions and support of the evolving changes in the program. The evolving program certainly is not without its challenges. We're growing and we're growing quickly, and it's exciting times for us. There's no question that Pete Jarokoski has been a key player in elevating the program from where we were when he joined the institution 15 years ago and where we are today. We're extremely pleased with the recent addition of Stanley McMahon as a faculty member, and in the very near future we plan to add a third faculty member in order to allow us to achieve the next step relative to our vision for the program.
Our next presenter is the CEO and President of Oklahoma State University, Dr. Halligan.
This is really a special day for Oklahoma State University. Antoine, your wife, Martin, we're delighted that you're here. Representatives of the watch companies, thank you very much. You honor us by your presence. As a young man growing up in Iowa, I was always impressed by Swiss products. Particularly your chocolate, all right, as a young man. But your commitment to excellence was obvious from the very beginning of my life, and I've always been an admirer of your products and what dedicated people who are committed to excellence can really do. So I would like to just affirm on behalf of Oklahoma State University that we are committed to excellence in this program. For the members of the advisory committee, we thank you for your guidance, which will be needed, but we want to be world scale with respect to the excellence of this program. That's really what it's about. Bob and Anita, this is a very, very special day for you. All the faculty are here. Thank you very much for your hard work. The students, I think Antoine was right. Buckle your seatbelts. It's going to be exciting and challenging, but you really want to live a full life. That's always the case. It really is. And so it's really wonderful here today to be able to celebrate this achievement, and I am honored to be present and to be able to sign this document. Thank you. Not very good penmanship being displayed up here, I'd say.
One real pleasure for Okmulgee and those of us at OSU Okmulgee is the fact that our next presenter, Fred Harlan, is this year's chair of the Board of Regents for Oklahoma State University and the A&M colleges. Fred?
Thank you. It's an honor to be here representing the Board of Regents and serving as chairman this year. It's a very, very large honor to be here as a native Okmulgeean, because over the last 10 years, we've seen some major changes in the direction of OSU Okmulgee. And I won't even tell you what it's been like over the last 50 years to watch this school evolve. I think Bob said we graduated the first class about 60 years ago. And going from the full barracks atmosphere out here to this campus that we've got today has been truly outstanding. One of the things that the board functions is to make sure that we supply the best atmosphere, the best facility, faculty to educate our students. We have two customers out there now. We have the students that come here for an education. We have those of you in business who are hiring our product that we develop. If we don't train them to do the job that you require, then all we have done is wasted 2 years of time and considerable expense of these students who then go into the marketplace and find out that what they know does not get them a job. And as a person in a business, and Ford Motor Company has a sponsorship of a training program out here, as many other manufacturers do, that you all are now becoming part of. We're certified on sales and also all of our technical people. So when these kids graduate, and not kids, I use kids because I'm getting older, I've got more gray hair now. But they're ready to go into the marketplace. They start work the next morning. They're ready to go. And as has been mentioned before to the students, that's when your education really starts. You're continually learning. We're seeing educational opportunities now with the internet that are 24/7. So there's no reason to ever be behind the curve. I would like to tell you it's an extreme pleasure for me to be able to sign this agreement with WOSTEP and Oklahoma State University Okmulgee, and applaud Agmar Spijay, Breitling, the Richmond Group for selecting OSU Okmulgee to be this center of excellence. And I can assure you that having seen the graduates that have been turned out by this institution, you will not be disappointed. Thank you very much.
This concludes our event this afternoon, and if anyone from the press wants to talk to the representatives from the industry or from WOSTEP, please feel free to do so at this time. Otherwise, we are adjourned. Thank you very much.
What's that?
Cards and stuff. That's where they're going to be here.
That's good, Chip.
Are you ready to get the OSU in somewhere? One more. Yes.
Ready? Okay. Ready? Oh, okay. All right. Good. Okay. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, we got it. Let's go.
One more.
Okay, good. Is everybody else through? Wait a minute, then you have to teach us. Okay. Come on, Stan. Here. Here, JR. You got two of them? No.
We're going to crash.
All right.
You got it, guys? Okay, thank you.
A few minutes to talk to me.
Yeah, we've got that. Surveys indicate starting salaries from 35 to 60. Yeah, I did.
Okay, guys, let's do the World Series. One more seat. You too. You too. Okay, you people this way. Okay. And you may rearrange Okay, you got it? Scrunch together like you like each other. Okay, you guys are going to have to turn like this. Scrunch together. I don't think it was ever an issue. Scrunch on together. Get a picture right here. Who do you need?
There you go. Maybe may I use these occasions? I have for both of you one of these.
Make a smile.
Only when you behave 30 minutes.
Come closer, a little bit closer. It's true. What? Can you remember this? Is that good?
Ready?
One more time. If he'd like to.
It's right over there. Bring him on in. Behind the scenes. We ought to have all three of the gentlemen here. Back a little bit.
Look up.
Ready?
Right.
Perfect.
Can I stick around for a little while? I get you these little gifts.
We're going to have
Check it out.
So, will you sign any more copies? We just sign more copies. Chair. Okay.
Get that foundation. It's like they're all together.
He would be a good instructor. That's what I mean. Like he's looking for instructors and students. Not for a while. Many
I've been there from the 1st of June. I was the in the team and in the board. Very interesting for me, very new situation. Engineering side, product development, prototyping.
because this is the real official document.
That's right.
Which means it's the agreement that has already been signed in Switzerland. It's been going around with the brands, the official signature, and it's just missing your signature and ours. So this is the finalization with all the requirements of this Swiss watch sponsorship.
Great.
Right, Bob, maybe we go one and then we go around and you just
Okay.
take the next one. It's on the last page.
The last page, all right. Have more pins.
Pages.
Well, we had a lot of interest from the media.
Yes.
Yeah. Two major television channels. So.
No, I think it was good.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Even with the little technical problems.
Yeah. I know.
I mean, you know, the very last
You and
minute.
Martin haven't had anything to eat yet.
Yeah, well, I don't mind. I don't know about Martin, but for me it's okay.
They brought a plate over
Yeah,
for each
yeah.
of you.
I'm not scared, you know.
Okay. So,
We had a good turnout from the community too. We
Yeah.
really did.
Now the senator that came, he's from the parliament in Washington.
No, that's our local senator.
That's the local.
local, yeah.
For the
Our
state.
state.
For the state. Yeah. State senator and one of our state representatives. Okmulgee County is divided, and so we have two representatives that serve us. So it gives us an advantage over lots of other places that only have one.
So because you have also, it's okay, you have also parliament in every state. It's the same as in Switzerland.
Actually, we should have taken the brands because we didn't get one now.
Right.
We should have taken the brands too.
We also
But,
do it.
okay, so that's yours, that's mine.
You know that Switzerland, when she made her constitution in the 19th century, she took it from the Americans.
Is that right?
Really?
Right.
Because we have the federal government and cantonal government.
Yeah.
And the canton is the same as you, the states. And by us, the states have a lot of independence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same
So
as-
the states do here too. Yes, very much.
Yes, madam. So, one is for you.
Okay.
Here it is.
Thank you very much.
Bob, nice.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Josiane.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
both of you.
we are really looking forward to
Thank you too.
the next 2 or 3 years as we get
Oh,
on
it will
this.
be.
So,
Yeah,
thank you very much.
okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
I will just set these in the office.
Okay, yeah.